everybody, and welcome to Mr. Bones. My name is Lizstar, and I am so excited to trick like 9,000 of you into discovering this gem. It is incredible, and I really hope you enjoy it. Hi, I am Loopy. It is 3 a.m. I am tired. I took a nap, but all that did was give me a nap hangover, so this will be good. Um, this game is very we'll just get into it. Now, the thing I do have to note is this game has a lot of time for donations. So if you want to send me bone jokes, puns, wild ride jokes, or just general humor through donations, that would be heavenly. It would keep me up. All right. Hi, Leggy. Leggy is going to be joining me because she has not really seen this game, and I always like having people but she's also the host, so it's also her job. So that means that I have a captive audience, and that's what matters. Also, this is all cutscenes percent, which is a real category that I totally didn't make up. All right, I am ready. I'm gonna count us down. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm putting the controller down. We gotta watch a cutscene. Very important cutscene, so I'm gonna be mostly quiet for it. God, the future is real. Look at these graphics. It's never gonna get better than this. Looks better than Cyberpunk on PS4 anyway.
Midnight.
Shots fired.
Day one of a new world. Every night the army of darkness gains more soldiers. Tonight, the world will be mine. In one single night, my army of darkness, of purity, will descend upon the earth. Then there will be no more conflict, no more struggle between good and evil. There will only be evil. The world will be pure as the black void of space. Only in absolute purity can absolute beauty be found. And the only purity there is evil.
Get ready for it.
Didn't I used to have more skin on these bones? Man, you know I got the blues. Excuse me, did I miss something? What's going on? Oh, I see. Nice talking to you. Somebody's messing with something he shouldn't be messing with. Now we're living proof of that.
You know what I
Undead
like?
proof anyway.
What?
Skull lips.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing.
You are an impurity.
Hey, let's not get personal now.
You will be dissolved.
Oh no! All right, time to go. All right, so you have this new game. You released it on the Sega Saturn. What do you start it with? What kind of game? Okay, well we'll do a platformer. Those are pretty good on the Saturn. Okay, how do we start this platformer? Our new platform, we wanted it to be a big thing. How do we start it? I know. An auto-scroller?
Oh no.
Welcome to 4 Minutes of Auto-Scroller. Something I probably should have mentioned, by the way, Mr. Bones is not a very good game. Which, if you know who I am, that should not be a surprise. I play mostly garbage. Hello, my name is Lizstar. I'm a goblin, and I live in a trash can. This I found at the bottom of my trash can, but the thing about trash is it's not necessary. Trash is what people throw away and, like, ignore and leave behind. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's all bad, because there's a lot to love about Mr. Bones. Yes, it may start with an auto-scroller. Yes, it may have 4 levels that are auto-scrollers, and some that some might describe as auto-scrollers, but there's still a lot to love, especially with all cutscene percent, and I hope you all enjoy it. So we are playing as the blues-loving skeleton, Mr. Bones, who is currently running away from an army of the dead sent after him by the evil Dagulian, who is a vampire blood-having fiend trying to conquer the world. Trust me, it doesn't really get any more clear, the story, than that. But there will be a few things we will discover as we go on. So this is, I would call it an art house film instead of a video game. It is a cult classic for the Sega Saturn, and this is perfect. This auto scroll is perfect because that just means I can like get all of my explaining what this game is out of the way. This game was also kind of an excuse for the dev to hire his favorite blues musician who did most of the music. I cannot remember his name. Leggy, if you're not super busy, can you Google musician for Mr. Bones?
Sure, but I'm putting incognito mode on first. But I do have a quick donation.
Go right for it.
It comes from Malumet, who donates $100 and simply says, "I want to get off Mr. Bones' wild ride."
Yay! The words were said. Hey, in the top right, Bonf. I'm a fan of Bonf. You also notice when I got hit, I lost bones. So this game, the main mechanic is, it's a platformer, partly. And the main mechanic is when you get hit, sometimes you lose bones. The less health you have, the less skeletism you have, and it's skeletal magnetism. And the more likely your bones are to fall off while you're running and jumping and getting hit. So you have to mash A in order to attract the bones back to you and put yourself back together. You cannot do some things while you are low on bones, so you'll probably hear me say the words, "I really need an arm" right about now during this run.
So I did look it up. It was composed and performed by Ronnie Montrose.
Ronnie Montrose, thank you. Who is a famous blues musician. Very popular. I had never heard of him, but I will say the soundtrack in this game is actually really good. So if you like blues, check him out. All right, so here's the second level, which some might describe as an auto-scroller. I feel like with auto-scrollers, you could do one of those like alignment charts where it's like, you know, full-on scrolling anarchy versus scrolling purist. So this is, you just gotta like sit and wait. It's a survival section. I call it the mosh pit because what the hell else am I going to call this? It's pretty simple, but I am failing because it is 3 a.m. Woo! Excuse me. I will probably mess up this run because it's actually an extraordinarily hard game. You probably noticed I am playing the Japanese version. There's a reason for that. We have like twice the health in the Japanese version, and some bosses and things are just like faster. So playing the Japanese version is faster for that, and also better for my mental health, because if I have to play this in the American version, I'd probably hate myself.
So they finally released a game where they dumbed it down for the Japanese version rather than the American version? What the heck?
It's very strange. So we just have to kill the last of these skeletons and we can move on. And now we have our first like actual level. Or I mean after this loading screen. By the way, if you mash the buttons, you do certain things with the letters. They can like wibble and wobble. Fancy. This is the Sega Saturn at work. It's gonna crush the PlayStation. Okay, so here's the first real like platforming level, and this one can kind of get away from me and become an absolute nightmare out of nowhere. So I really hope that this goes well. Okay, because those skeletons that are coming out of the ground can basically, without warning or reason, even though you dodge perfectly, they will just grab your bones and just remove a leg.
Please don't remove the leg.
Yeah, Leggy, no, I need Leggy. She's my host. So the point of this level is that we just have to go and find a switch. So our switch for the second section is here in this crypt. If I had lost both of my legs, I would not be able to push that tombstone, and it would basically be run dead. Which absolutely can happen and did happen in my practice run.
Oh no!
Oh, don't you do? Oh, I lost a leg. Okay, one leg is fine. I can handle one leg because there's a good speed strat. If you kind of like wobble like this, you move about as fast as if you were running. So losing one leg is fine. It just means I'm going to have to use a backup leg, which is a very silly thing that I have to say. I think the backup leg is in here. Backup leg is in here. Come on, wake up. There we go. Oh, I have a third leg. Oh no. Okay. So I don't necessarily need to kill these things, but they give me skeletism when I do. So I'm just doing it for safety, for the most part. We need legs here in order to reach up to this section. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to do that. So if we, for example, lost all of our legs because these sons of guns just stole and grabbed all our legs, we'd be boned. Hey.
Yes, chat. Skeletism, or skeleton magnetism.
Yeah. Thank you, Lucky. Skeletism. We're almost through this level. We just have one last little section. Something I need to explain. The platforming, the way that I'm doing this grab is very awkward. You have to hold the jump button and also like up, but you have to time up in a very specific way. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'll explain it in one word or two words. It's bad. All right, cutscene. So this one's really good. We have to watch this. I mean, we're gonna watch all of them. It's all cutscenes.
I'm stiff as a wet sheet in a cold snap. You better face facts, Mr. Bones. They ain't gonna leave you alone. Some red-eyed devil's gonna make his bones tonight. Yeah, maybe I should just let him. What's that sound? Yeah, maybe there's a hotel I could hole up in. Some gingerbread house, bed and breakfast skeleton hotel. I don't know this place, but I know that sound. But how do I know?
Is someone out there? Who are you? What do you want? No, I know someone's out there. Either come inside or be on
Very
your way.
real accent.
How does that thing do that? It would make that pretty noise.
What, have you been dead for 50 years? It's called a guitar, son. Why don't you try one on for size? Just play it.
Easy as that.
There you go.
Uh-oh, sounds like I'm back in serious jelly.
Are you messing with the Gullion?
The Goulian?
The man with the drums.
Yes, sir, we are messing.
You'd better hang on to that guitar. It might come in handy.
Thanks. Later on.
With this cutscene, which might be the best cutscene ever made in video game history, and in fact any medium, the game takes a step into the weird and frankly never recovers.
I mean,
We are past the point of recovery.
yeah.
How about that? One chord and I wigged him. Now, y'all can't talk, but you can listen.
Okay, I'm terrible at this level, and it's not hard. I'm just bad. Okay, it is actually kind of hard. The hit detection in it is pretty bad. But are you ready for a rhythm game?
I was worried you were going to say that.
So I'm hitting any button here to the beat, but it's very tight timing. And it's really awesome. For some reason. I don't know how it is.
Okay, the skeletons with the lighters in the background.
I like how you can do this as well. It's a little slower, but I like doing it. Okay, we have time for one donation, by the way, if you want to.
Yeah, I've got a $50 donation from Sporadic Erratic, who says, to be honest, I don't know a skelly ton of bone puns, but I'll do my best to be humorous for the Trevor Project. Hopefully one of these was a real rib tickler. I'm feeling like a big numbskull here. Hopefully no one in chat has a bone to pick with me after this. Good luck on the run!
There we go. I'm not very good at that level. It's not like it's hard, I'm just bad. I have rhythm, I think.
What? They don't make them like they used to. Good thing I've got a sense of humor. Situation like this could be downright depressing.
For everyone who stuck with me, by the way, and saw the game Mr. Bones and was like, you know what, I will give that game a chance. Thank you. You are the blessed few who get to experience this. I am both sorry and very glad to have done this to you. Alright, so these levels suck. These levels suck a lot. I hate them a lot. They're awful. These are the bat levels. These are very platformy, but they suck. And you'll probably see why. I'm going to mostly focus on them. Oh, don't you dare, Mr. Bat friends. Okay, we're good. I need this arm, please. But I specifically need just these two bones. So the goal here is that we have been taken apart by the bats, and we need to make our way to the end of the level with a specific setup of bones to make our way through a gate that requires a specific setup of bones. And the black bats can just steal your bones if you don't take care of them properly, which is a nightmare. So I have backup bones, but I really hope I don't have to resort to them. Okay. These levels will be done soon, hopefully. Sorry, what was that?
I'm just like processing that bats will steal your bones, so you have backup bones and other things about this game.
Yeah, just in case a bat decides to steal my arm, I have a backup arm waiting in the wings. If they also steal that arm, I'm basically screwed, and I will have to reset the console. I genuinely do not know a way to fix that if they steal like all this stuff. Okay, so I don't need that bone. That's my backup bone. So this is an awkward jump here. Nope, almost. It's like a very specific, there we go. Okay, now we want to grab this leg. This is the setup we want here. So I'm going to, okay, perfect. And there we go, second one done. I have a very specific path that I'm taking through these levels to get through bat like cycles. This one especially, there's a lot of cycles with the bats. And I'm going to be doing a few safety strats here. One of the you can often just kind of ignore the black bats if you really want to, or get through like really fast cycles with these golden ones. But I don't want to lose, so I'm going to be a little more careful. It is a marathon. Marathon safety strats are very legitimate. Okay. Oh, I fell. Oh, hello there. Excuse me, buddies. Actually, I'm gonna grab this arm. I don't need that arm. That's a backup arm, but you know, just in case. So here's a safety strat. You can go like right now and just like try and jump between the cycles, but it's very difficult because you notice the camera. Oh, it's really bad when I fall down here. Okay. You'll notice the camera kind of like jumps up with you, so you can't see where you're jumping to, which makes it very difficult to avoid the cycles. Nice bonf in the top right. Okay, make that. Okay, hope that I don't set off the zombie. Oh, I really didn't want to fall down here. Okay. You'll notice I'm starting to lose bones, and that is because my skeletism is a little low. My skeletal magnetism. Okay, Mr. Bones, I'm gonna need you to like. Oh heck. Okay. So when that lumberjack zombie does that, like, kind of notices that I'm there, it is very difficult to get past him. So I need to reset him. Okay. Got there. All right, we're good. We're getting near the end. This has been so far pretty nice. Okay, well, I can just go ahead and lose all my bones. That's fine. No. Don't do this to me. Holy crap, don't do this to me. No! Okay, all right, we're good. Please give me that ribcage. Thank you. I'm a horrifying monstrosity. There's health up here. I need that. Things can just fall apart, much like Mr. Bones. Just out of nowhere, they can just absolutely fall apart. And you gotta know the layout of the level and where everything is. Okay, we should be good. I want to, please, no, you're supposed to fall. Half the time he falls down and half the time he doesn't. There he goes. Okay, we're almost through. Just gotta get this last arm. Okay, and kill. Oh, don't you do that to me. Hello. And we're good. All right, no more bats. Well, actually, one more bat, but no more bat levels. That's one of the two places the run can fall apart, and it kind of did right at the end. But that's okay. It is kind of difficult to do that level super fast. And I'm okay with taking a few safety strats if it means I don't have to do the bat levels again. All right, so here's the second of 4 actual auto-scrollers. This one is Rolling Logs, which is a very interesting early CGI like cutscene that you can run across. It feels very impressive to me to like put all of this collision on top of this pre-rendered CGI cutscene you're running around, and these logs just have like such an early 90s CGI look to them. They look like there's like slightly plastic. They're just a little too shiny in all the wrong places, and I just love that aesthetic. It's an aesthetic I kind of wish more people would do. Also, this level has one of the best mechanics, which is if you hold down, you roll. There's no use for it. You do not need to use it, but it's good. Anyway, this level is actually kind of hard, and if I die, it's like the only auto-scroller where I really have a chance to die. And if I die, it loses me like 4 minutes. So I'm going to be quiet. Leggy, if you have any announcements or anything, this would be an absolutely lovely time.
Yeah, I've got a couple more donations. I've got one from Ziblex, I think that's how you pronounce that name, who donated $100 and says, I'm terrible with bone puns at 2 a.m., so I'll just throw this donation for my favorite goblin playing Mr. Bomf.
Why, thank you.
I've got a $20 donation from Choco, who says, skeleton joke here. What is Mr. Bones' favorite drink? De-Ghoul-Aid.
Oh, that's a good one. I haven't heard that one.
And good luck, Liz.
Thank you.
And then I've got a $10 donation from Rolf015 who just says, Mer.
Mer! I agree. I concur.
You
I like
can
this
Mer.
music. It's very, very bluegrassy. I haven't listened to too much bluegrass, but if it's like this, I'm sure I would enjoy it. Like I said, the music in this game is pretty good. Okay, so once we reach this point, this is the log bridge, and after we reach the log bridge is usually when I die. So I'm going to be quiet again and just focus on dodging the logs. Probably kill me. Oh, there's one. 3 hits and I'm dead, by the way. It is 2 in the American version. Come on. Jump. Good. That one. Jump. Good. Okay, and we should be good. The only last thing that could happen is if we hold right here and just like go too far, you get stuck. You don't want to be hugging the boundary there because you will get stuck in that little like rock ledge and die. All right, tiny cutscene time here. I don't know why we're in the Canadian wilderness, but it's all good. Alright, so we find some drums just sitting out in the middle of nowhere. And what would you do if you found drums sitting in the middle of nowhere? The answer, play them for 4 minutes straight. Because that's what happens. So this is not like the rhythm game from earlier. The rhythm game from earlier, I was pressing any button to the beat of the music. It didn't matter what button I was pressing. This is not to the beat in any way. It is up, down, left, right, and depending on where the lights are going, that's where I need to hold the D-pad, and that's it. It's like not even DDR levels of rhythm game. It is very, very simple. And we're just going to be sitting here for like 4 minutes. It is, I call it an auto-scroller, even though there is no scrolling. And I mean, technically, like, it would take longer if I missed a beat. But the only reason I'd miss a beat is if, for example, I'm speedrunning this and I get so bored of this stupid level that I look at chat. Which definitely wouldn't happen. That's ridiculous. It is a very simple level. So again, like if you have anything, that would be lovely.
Yeah, just as a reminder, we've got actually 2 different bid wars for the upcoming run. We not only have the ability to pick Byleth's birthday for the Fire Emblem Three Houses run, but we also have the option to name Byleth. Currently, there is only one birthday chosen with $2 towards it, so $3 right away, and you will be able to snipe the birthday away there. As for the naming incentive, we have $32 to name Byleth Xandra, and we have $31 to name Byleth Bailiff. So, like, if you want to name Byleth Bailiff, $2 will get you there. But also, you know, you can keep it Xandra, or you can throw in $33 and pick whatever name you heckin' want.
Yeah, if you want to
So
snipe
many
it, make
possibilities.
Byleth be called Mr. Bones to confuse the following streamer, that would be lovely. That would be hilarious. Alright, we're nearing the end here.
Yeah. Though while I was saying that, we did have a $25 donation pop in from Smile Without a Cat,
Thank you, Smile Without Cat.
who says, "Congrats to Degulian for being good at the bone goes. Merc."
Mer.
Whoa! That's quite a backbeat I got going there.
Okay, remember when I said the game takes a turn for the weird and doesn't recover? It has taken a turn for the weird again. Like, really hard this time. So we're not going to see a lot of this level, very sadly, because it is one of the best levels in video gaming history. We are now in the Bone Zone. I'm going to start this level by doing something incredible that we haven't done yet, and this will be the only time we see it. I am now in Slim Jim mode, where my legs are now also my arms are now legs, and it is the most horrifying thing ever. So the background music for this level is the musician that I mentioned earlier, giving like a 6-minute lecture on what the blues is, and it is one of the best things I've ever experienced. It's very chilling. I like to lay on the floor after eating and feel like garbage, and this is the kind of music I put on. But it is really short. Like, that level's so short if you do it fast, it's a real shame. I recommend listening to the entire soundtrack. Alright, so here's the next level, which is even more weird. This level is where the run will go to die. I am real bad at this level, and it is hard. Oh my god, Mr. Bones. Also, I'm really tired, so it's especially bad. Mr. Bones, I beg of you to work with me here. You know what, Mr. Bones? You can just go ahead and fall down. So we're currently bouncing on something and trying to find ourselves. Oh, we're bouncing on ourselves. This is what I meant when I said this game is an art house film. So this level is pretty difficult. Okay, got it. It's as simple as just bouncing on the skull. However, the skull's hitbox is not quite what it seems. In order to do everything like super fast and get through a lot of these obstacles, you want to bounce like right on the edge of the skull. But it's slightly smaller hitbox than it looks. So, if I die and fall through the bone, I go back a stage. Which is probably something that will happen, because these last few are absolutely weird. I love this stupid level. Even though it is like really hard, and I'm really bad at it, I definitely appreciate it. I respect it. Oh, son of a gun. Like I said, I'm bad at it, but I respect it. So, if the run falls apart here, I have no excuses. I genuinely practiced this like hours upon hours to get it to work. And one of these days, I'm going to like task this game and try and find out exactly the correct amount of bounces and where to get them. But this might shock you, no one has tasked Mr. Bones yet. So I'm really bad at like figuring that kind of stuff out myself. I'm good at picking up routes that other people find, but I got distracted. I'm really good at picking up routes that other people find and like inputting them into a run or just like doing them super well. But I'm not super great at like finding the correct way to get through a level sometimes. Especially if like it's wrong. I actually just today found a faster way through the glass shards level. It used to be way slower because the world record had that, so I put it in. And I was like, hey, you know what? I'm a little bored. I'm going to explore glass shards. And I found a faster way through it that just like was way, way better.
So, Chad is asking, what are the rules of recursive skeleton breakouts? And I just have to call out that as like one of the most beautiful sentences I've ever seen.
Exclamation point, quote ad. I'm not sure how to describe the rules. Oh, son of a! If you fall down, you go back on top of Mr. Bones in the previous level, and you have to redo the level. It's like, you know, a few stages. You just have to fully reform the skeleton. The way I described this level, like, there's no explanation for it. It is not explained, and like there is absolutely no reason for it to be here. But the way I describe it is that like it's a level where it's a metaphor for like self-actualization. Is how like I said, it's an art house film. Oh my God, where am I going? Mr. Bones, earn your money, please. Go through the skulls, Mr. Bones.
Well, while Mr. Bones isn't cooperating,
okay.
I do have a $206 donation from Walking Eye,
Holy moly.
who says, "Have a bone for every bone."
Oh, that's really good. Thank you for that. That's super kind of you. So everyone, please distract from my terrible gameplay. Oh my God. Get over the skull, Mr. Bones. Ah, it fell right through. I knew that this level would be the death of me. That's why I practiced it like literally for hours, and even still. However, I did give a very generous estimate. And if push comes to shove, I can skip this level because the level select is actually extraordinarily kind. There you go. Okay, beautiful. I'm going to be quiet and mostly focus on this now. Okay, beautiful. Okay. One more. This one's the hardest, though, so we'll see how it goes. You won't want to go to the right slightly here, and then kind of get right. Oh, it went right through! Mr. Bones, please, why is your skull slightly smaller than it looks? Where am I going? Oh no. Oh no, I've never had this happen before. Oh no! Mr. Bones, what's going on? Oh my God, I've never had this happen before. All right, well, I'm just gonna have to do that, I guess.
Well,
That is absolutely new. I did not think that would be possible. That's not how physics work. You know what? I'm frankly offended that the physics are not perfect in my phone video game.
Well, you see, Liz, if you look at the laws of physics around skeletism, it actually is perfectly in keeping with the main theories.
Oh, really? You know what, Dr. Leggy Starscream, you would know about all the theories on skeletism.
Anyway, I've got another $20 from Malamet who says, this game has problems, but I think it has good bones.
This game has drink its calcium. Got milk? Don't. Okay. I was about to say. It's like, again? Alright. We're good. One more. One more is all I need. One more is all I need. This one's a little awkward. It's awkward to get underneath the bone. No? Okay. No. Where am I going? Flapjacks! I'm gonna wake up people in the house yelling out about Mr. Bones. I'll be like, Liz, why are you yelling at 4 in the morning? I'll be like, I was playing a video game and it was being mean to me.
I'm surprised that's a rare occurrence.
Oh my god. I moved into the basement specifically to avoid doing that. I went through that bone like twice. The physics in this game are a thing that exists. No. I need a little more to the right here. Okay, beautiful. Dabbing! Okay, we're good. Putting down the controller, we have a cutscene. This is the best cutscene in the game, even more than the one with the guitar earlier. Trust me, it's good.
Oh boy, I wish I had my guitar. What can you do on the moon? You can't even breathe on the moon. What can you do in this world? You can't even love in this world. You can't face the darkness, can't face the light. You can't even live in this world. You can't even love in this world. I don't know your story, man. I don't even know my own. But I gotta get out of here and stop that man from doing what he's doing. Can you help me?
Alright. That song is a bop, and there's a full version online, and I highly recommend looking it up. I'm just gonna be singing that song to myself for the rest of the run. I genuinely was like singing, like mouthing it into the microphone, because that song is just real good. So welcome to Terrible Tempest. So we need to go around in this vortex. Holding right makes me speed up. Holding left slows me down. And I need to pick up these things in a very specific order. Okay, you can just not pick that up. I was literally right through it. Okay. The hit detection's a little bit funky. Okay. Gotta not get hit. Because if you get hit, you lose the next layer. You have to put your bones together in the very specific order. You know, that bone connects to that bone, that bone. You know, I sang that like once in first grade. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do a jump here to make it over that. Oh, no! Okay, that's fine. Almost there. Got one more. Okay, so while this cutscene's going, I'm going to stand up, and you'll see why in just a moment. Insert another disc. Okay. So, gotta put that in quick. And there you go. Also, I'm seeing in chat, Granny Goblin said she has no bones and he's made of bones, so it's a match made in heaven. That's a joke that will come back later on in this game. You just literally made a joke from this game.
Oh no.
So great job. All right, so here is the second half of the game. This second half is actually, in my opinion, way better than the first. So I'm going to have a lot more fun playing this game in the second half. But we do start with a auto-scroller. And this auto-scroller was by far my least favorite for a while, but I've gotten more used to it, and I've gotten a bit of an appreciation for it. In my opinion, the auto-scrollers get progressively better towards the end. The first one's just boring. The second one's just a little hard for me. This one's okay and has some nice things to it. The last one's actually really good. This one, you know, we're being pulled along. I don't think this is how bones and like water currents work. I'm pretty sure I could just get stuck on the bottom. As it turns, you'll notice I kind of get like pulled in certain directions based on where it's turning. Generally, you want to try and just get to where it's most blue. It's the easiest way. Something to note, and this is what really threw me off when I first played this, is that left and right is left and right, but up is going down and down is going up, which is like traditional flight controls, but that is not at all how I like to play my flight video games, and it throws me off really hard. So the first time I played this, I was like trying desperately to figure out what to do and just kept flinging my face into the wall. And in the American version, if you hit the wall 3 times, you die. So I just died like over and over and over again, and I was like, well, this level sucks. But it is way better in the Japanese version, and I've gotten used to it by now. I like the CGI in this. It's definitely got that early CGI feel where everything is like a little bit like too bumpy looking and like a little too shiny. Looks like it's made out of Play-Doh almost. It reminds me of the Zork Nemesis opening, which I think also came out that year, like 96, or was very similar. Or very, very close to that. Anyway, we're getting close to the end of this auto-scroller. But I have a certain fondness for it. Plus, the backing music is like really good. You know, like every single track in this game. I really don't need to keep saying that, but I will. If you have like one donation, this would be a good time for you.
I don't seem to have a donation on hand, but I just want to call out that you remember that $206 donation? Well, that went to naming Byleth Trilith, and like I am super here for that. Which
Good stuff.
is in the lead by an incredibly large margin at this point. But your birthday options are still completely in the running. There's only $2 down So there's plenty of time to snipe a birthday.
Sorry.
Do you think he's dead, Bob?
Thank you.
Of course he's dead. Look at him. Maybe we should tie him up to be on the safe side. Bob? Tie him up? What for? He's dead. Jim?
Oh, now what? Do I look like a shoe? Get these laces off me.
Oh no. Dagulian's walking bones will get no help from us. Dagulian is stealing my people. He's using them as slaves in his castle.
Little bitty slaves? Oh, that's too cruel. But I don't walk for Dagulian.
He uses arachnids. See?
Kidnapped by spiders? Oh, the weirdness never stops. I can help you. Look at me, sir. Look at my eyes.
You can stop the spiders from stealing my people?
Sure as my name is Mr. Bones. Now, get me out of this.
What?
Shoutouts to Gulliver's Travels, by the way, which that was not at all like unintentional. That was just straight up a reference to it because the cutscene is called the Lilliputians, which are the name of the tiny people who capture Gulliver in the Gulliver's Travels. Hi, I have a literature major. Anyway, welcome to Bad Defender slash kind of missile commandy. So you have to save the Lilliputians, which I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. Who cares? It's a fake word. And you have to save them from these spiders. Basically, this is just RNG. I don't know where they're going to spawn, and it is absolutely possible for them to spawn too far, and I will, in fact, miss a Lilliputian. If I do, it's not a problem. It just kind of removes one from the bottom. And, okay, this might be bad. Oh, no, we're good. That was nice RNG. It just removes one from the bottom, and it's a little bit slower. It's just time stuff. What was that noise? I never heard that before. This is pretty good RNG so far. I like the noise that these friends make, especially when they get killed, which sounds terrible to say out loud, but it is absolutely true. We might not hear it, but it is a very good sound. It's like it's really it's a lot.
Are you destroying their buildings as you go?
No, I don't think I am. Did I destroy a building? I don't think I did.
Well, I guess those are just dirt clods.
Yeah, those are just dirt clods. All right, there we go. Cutscene time.
Thank you, Mr. Bones.
Don't mention it. Now, I gotta get out of here. Whoa! Careful with that leg bone, children. I'm a brittle man.
Bones, 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 bones. We're carrying a skeleton to an icy lake. We'll carry him so carefully, he's never gonna break. Carrying a skeleton to an icy lake, and his name is Mr. Bones. Bones, bones, bones.
I was slamming my fists on my chair to it. Bones, bones. All right, so this is the hardest level in the game. It's really bad in the American version, like genuinely unplayable. But oh, okay, that's bad. That's not good. How that worked. Okay, that's fine. I do intentionally fall there so that I can go just a little bit faster, but I went slow, so that kind of defeated the purpose. I'm gonna grab this just for safety. Okay, so this is a situation where the lighter ice you can step on, the darker ice you cannot, as you would probably expect. If you jump on these ice flows underneath, it will make them fall down for a bit, but they will soon pop back up. And that is pretty much the level. You cannot walk on the darker ice for more than a few frames, but there are ways to kind of like skip ahead if you wait just a few seconds and continue to run. Running is slightly faster than jumping because you lose all momentum as soon as you land, which means that if I can, I would like to just be running as much as possible. But a lot of the time, that is just not possible. So I make do. I like the idle animation here with Mr. Bones like slipping on the ice. It's very cute. In the American version, if you fall twice, you are dead. In this version, it's about 4 or 5 times, which is a lot more manageable, but you will probably die a few times playing this casually. I'm not entirely sure why the American version is so mean. I'd like to say that it's because of renting culture in Japan versus America, because renting was illegal in Japan. So sometimes when they brought a game over from Japan, the American version would be a little bit harder in order to make it so that if you rent it, you just buy it instead. You're like, oh, I can't beat this in time, so you just buy it instead. That was the idea. This came out in America first, though, so I'm really not quite sure why. We're almost to the end here, and there we go. Hey, this game is a cult classic. Like, when you mention the Saturn and mention, like, what are need-to-play games, if you're talking to a friend, someone who's, like, really into the Saturn, they will often say this game. So, here's the thing from the ice, where it's very simple. You just kind of gotta know exactly, like, where to dodge the walls and just make it forward. There was a cracking ice wall behind me that would kill me, but if you just move, you, like, don't even see it. All right, this level's actually really cool and a really neat design. So my hitbox here is not me, it's actually my shadow on the wall. And as I get closer to the fire, my shadow gets bigger, and I get hit by the shadows on the wall. And if I get hit, I kind of wake up the monsters. But as I get closer, I scare them. So that's kind of the balance you gotta do here. While also landing on this, and then... So, I often... Oh, okay, sure. No. I'm going to grab this for a second here. Yeah. Heard it all. Okay, alright, fine. You got me. Stop. Oh my god, they are being extremely aggressive today. I've never had them be this aggressive. Okay. Grab this as well. Oh, I need to break. Duh. Hello, I played this video game a few times. And there you go. It's a really cute level, and like I like it a lot. This game's got a lot of creativity to it. How can we one-up everything we've already seen? Boss time! Dry moat. I'm not quite sure why it's called that. It's probably a reference to something, but I am unaware. So we have to avoid this dinosaur while also jumping on these nuts? Screw bolts? I don't know the name. Depending on where you stand, the dinosaur will attack in a specific direction, but sometimes he kind of has a mind of his own and will attack somewhere you really don't expect him to attack. And then these falling rocks fall in the same pattern every time, depending on which direction of the screen you landed on the bolt. It is a little tricky when you first play it because it just feels like things are falling out of nowhere and you can't dodge them because they go kind of fast. But you eventually get used to it. And in the American version, you have to land on these 6 times, but in the Japanese version, it's only 4, which is the main reason why you want to play the Japanese version over the American version for speed. So the rest of this level is pretty simple. Okay, you can attack in the middle, that's fine. How are you doing, Leggy? Are you doing all right? It's really late for me. It's not super late for you.
Yeah, I'm just here. I'm hanging out. We got a $20 donation from RBW.
Hi, RBW.
He says, "Good luck, Liz, making a janky, difficult game look easy. Also love you. Also Leggy, you're cute. And RBW, how dare, while I'm hosting."
It's true, though.
It is true. I am cute.
Hell yeah. I love you too, baby. We're almost done freeing the dinosaur, which, if you ask me, isn't the smart thing to do, but who am I to question Mr. Bones of all? Is Mr. Bones a people?
I'm gonna go with yes.
Yeah, I think he is. Mr. Bones is his own person. All right. Boom! Cutscene time, and this one's real good, so get ready.
Liberty is a sweet thing to savor. I do hope you'll forgive my aggressive and extremely rude behavior. My imprisonment made me somewhat testy, I'm afraid. Now, hop on.
Y'all weren't ready. I told you to get ready. You weren't ready. Right. Final auto-scroller time. So, this is my personal favorite auto-scroller. Hall of Pain. Get it? Because it's a bunch of window panes. So, it's the world's longest hallway with a bunch of stained glass window panes, and they all tell the lore of the video game. Baby was born. Boom! And I just love the boom of the window pane. It just feels so good just getting slammed through it. And it's a little bit easier in the Japanese version. There's really no way of getting hurt. And then baby and the mother, boom! But in the American version, it's like genuinely like you gotta pick up all of these orbs or you are going to die. And it's really hectic. But in this, it's just kind of like a chill wartime. The child doing some experiments. Boom! And like the music is like so weird. Just, I love this. I love this. The child is being judged. Boom! Out of his village. Boom! I don't know why, but this level reminds me of Gauntlet. I'm really not quite sure why, but every time I play it, it kind of gives me Gauntlet vibes. He builds his castle. Boom! Or he finds it. I like to imagine he just finds it. Like that's him like finding the castle and being like, what the hell is this doing here?
I just want to know how much in the way of property damage you're causing, and also how those spiky wooden things are floating.
I don't know, magic. you asked the. Well, you know what? I can forgive skeletons and talking blues loving skeletons, but I draw the line at floating wooden spike logs.
Look, for the lore reason, there is skeletism. Skeletism does not cover floating logs, Liz.
Boom! Oh, I keep going in the wrong direction. I hope I don't get actually, like, killed. It would be incredibly embarrassing. Especially after I talk about how easy this level is. The dead shall rise! Boom! An army of the dead shall rise! Boom! Bony. Fun. The Lilliputians will be captured by the spiders! Boom! And Degulian will rule the world! Boom! There it is. That's the last auto-scroller. We're getting close to the end of the game. Thank you all for sticking with me this long. It's late. Zap. We've been eaten by the skeletism generator. All right, so this next level is what I like to call bad asteroids. So it's pretty simple. I just hold down the button. Like, you can aim, but I don't. And you gotta pick up as much blue as you can by killing all of these little, like, red, I don't know, clouds. You just gotta pick up as many as you can, as fast as you can. And when you get enough, a blue skull will spawn. There you go. And that's level. It's very, very simple.
Whoa! Party is getting rough. Whoa! This cat is serious. What he needs is an attitudinal adjustment.
Okay, welcome to Funny Bones, which is one of the best levels in this game. However, because this is the Japanese version, this is the only point in the game that is actually translated into Japanese. So I sent Leggy a list of jokes. Well, I sent her the FAQ, which has the list of jokes. So Leggy, if you could, go ahead and just Control F jokes and read out some of the jokes in that. If you could for me?
Yeah. So there were two ships, one painted red and the other blue. They collided. At last report, the survivors were marooned.
Thank you. All the jokes are like that. So the way this works is each little like part of this joke is set to a single button, and you have to find the right button to put in order, and you just have to tell the joke in order. However, it is in Japanese. I do not speak Japanese. It's a little awkward for me. Dojo! But, like, if you could read, like, one or two more, that would be wonderful.
Right. You want to make a zombie laugh on Monday morning? Tell him a joke on Friday night.
Hey!
Now, why is the frog green? Because he eats peanut butter.
What?
I don't know. Why did the zombie drive into the ditch?
モノレール小さな女の子が
To turn the blinker off.
小さな女の子がお母さんに聞きました。お母さんに小さな女の子が
Oh my
聞きま
gosh.
お母さんに小さな女の子がお母さんに聞きました。もう乗れる
Okay.
小さな
This guy's
女
gonna
の
hit
子
me.
が
Boom.
お母さんに
Okay, let's try that again.
小さな女の子がお母さんに聞きました。モノレールに
There
も
we
う
go.
乗れる
That was a long one. You could get really lucky with the RNG, and they'll just give you short jokes.
こんにゃくいつ食べるこんにゃくがあるけど
So I went to the doctor for a
こ
checkup.
んにゃくがあるけ
It
ど
was okay.
いつ食べる
He was there.
こんにゃく
These are great.
いいですよ。サイズは A4。悪いんだけど。
How do you make a drum sound totally
サイズは
cool?
これ悪いんだけど。これコピー取ってくんない。いいですよ。サイズは A4。
You sell it and buy a guitar.
I'm sorry, I wasn't like responding to your jokes. I had to focus on the actual game.
I know, but I think the dead silence makes it even better.
All right, final little bit.
It took me hundreds of years to make this night possible. I even prolonged my life with vampire
Knocked
blood.
off my head.
What do you got for it besides 1,000 acres of stony lonesome?
A canvas of black. Who'd have thought one little white speck would ruin everything?
Me.
But I see red skies ahead now, Mr. Bones.
Thank you, ma'am. That's exactly what I need.
All right, time for the final showdown. So this one's pretty simple and will hopefully go fast unless everything falls apart. Los Endos. So the D-pad is my block. So I block the evil energy with my guitar and shoot it back with P. I have to hit where the energy is not in order to negate it. However, the hit detection, as you can see, is not super great. So I kind of gotta focus here, but we're almost out. And time will be after the cutscene, because after all, it is cutscene percent. Here we go. All right, last cutscene. So get ready on time. This one's a little long, but trust me, it's a good one.
Gotcha. Oh, now we ain't gonna go through all this again now, are we?
What do you expect to extract? Will you stick a pipette into the heart of darkness? Puppy dog tails?
Excuse me, but didn't you say you had vampire blood?
Shut up! I'll turn you into toothpicks and give you to gluttons who eat nothing but gristle.
Behind you, man.
What's the alternative to evil anyway? Good? Ha!
Excuse me, but the sun?
Show me a good man, and I'll show you a hypocrite. Show me a hypocrite, and I'll show you evil waiting to happen. And I waited long enough. Centuries. The night belongs to me.
The night's over, man.
The long red night has just begun.
I hate to break it to you.
What?
F's in chat.
Not much of a listener, was he?
Rest in violence, buddy.
has no body, and I have no skin. Oh, ho! It could work out. It could happen.
And time. There it is. There's Mr. Bones. God, I love this game. It is absolutely ridiculous. And I was just loopy enough to enjoy it. And now for an incredible song to play us out. What was my time, Leggy? If you could.
Once the Twitch ad goes away, I'll be able to get that for you.
Twitch! Come on, it's 2020! Who watches ads anymore? Well, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed Mr. Bones. It is a trip every single time. I just love sharing it. Like, I love, playing jank games. If you know me at all, I love playing jank, weird, silly stuff. 114.03. It's not terrible. Everything was pretty okay except for Big Bones. But, that's not a surprise. Yeah, I got nothing left, so I'm going to go to bed. But y'all shouldn't. If you are still here, there's some great runs coming up. So I'm just stealing Leggy's job. Thank you for watching. I love you all. And I'll see you all sometime. Bye.
Good night, Liz.
Hey, friends.
And with that,